Good evening and welcome to another scene in Requiem for London. And tonight, tonight is a special night. Well, specifically for one person we're looking at. Natalia's finally gotten a few things maneuvered so she's not doing anything. She's not being anywhere tonight. And she's gotten an excuse in to, she's doing her own thing. She needs to relax or work or something. But what she's actually done is she's preparing for a bit. It took her a while to find the stuff in the box in her place. And because it's been packed far away, most of her stuff was thrown out by a certain someone who will not be named at this point. Well, that was not fitting for her. Well, she disagrees. She's spent a good while getting ready. Piercings, makeup, all her usual clothing. She looks in the mirror, and for the first time, really, for the first time, she sees herself for probably about a year, maybe more than a year. She actually sees herself in the mirror. And there's a genuine smile, genuine happiness that washes over her. She stands there and nods a little bit to herself, but soon after she will just get her things ready and she will just head out because she's heading to a place she hasn't been, well, a type of place where she hasn't been for a long while.
Yeah, it's always a hassle to get ready for these sorts of things. Whenever you wake up, your hair's in the same mess it was when you were embraced. Piercings have fallen out. Makeup's gone as if it was never there at all. It's frustrating, but it's worth it. Natalia, you're making your way down to a dive bar on the edge of Westminster, on the west side. It's a pretty casual place. It's one of those It's one of those bars that's kind of tucked away around a street corner. Not too much traffic passing by. Not too much foot traffic at all. It's kind of like a kind of like a hidden grotto in a sense, but far less peaceful and childlike, and far more violent. And far louder. The bar itself, as you approach, how are you traveling, by the way?
Natalia will take the subway.
Smart. Driving's a nightmare.
Hmm.
You take the subway, take it to the edge of Westminster. And yeah, the bar itself is fairly fairly small, a little bit dingy, not super recognizable. It's not like the whole thing's clad in from bottom to top in punk regalia. It's fairly understated. It's got a name fitting for the culture, but doesn't really have the sort of punch that you'd expect.
Well,
Probably as subtle as a punk club gets, or a punk dive bar, but it's still not that subtle.
baby steps, I suppose.
There are a couple of turned over tables just outside. There is a sort of outside eating area, dining area. If anyone of this place would consider it dining. It sounds a bit too fine, a bit too proper. Most of them are alright, but a couple of them are turned over. Outside is a bit grimy, but other than that, you are free to enter the Night Slayer bar.
Mm.
The name is just kind of glowing in a sort of dim white light against a black panel backdrop.
Mm. She looks at it. There's again a smile as she sees this, just the entire place and the clientele. Let's say it's more so the people, the clientele that seems to just work for her. Once she gets close to her, gets into like a group. If is this place crowded or is it like semi?
Semi-crowded. It's not that crowded. It's all right.
As soon as she gets there, unless there's anyone, like she is actually going to activate face in the crowd.
Okay.
It does not cost anything.
No, it just makes it so that you're just some guy, some person, nondescript, not noteworthy. You're effectively invisible.
Yeah, and for a good 15 minutes, she's simply just gonna walk around and just look at the place. Just take in the sights and the sounds. If there's any music, she's gonna see if this is a place for her, or if it's like, it could use improvement.
It's there's some heavy music playing in the background against some speakers. Against some speakers that are seem to emphasize the coarsest parts of the music, the roughest parts. You're not sure if it's because the quality is just shot a bit, or whether it is actually some bespoke setup.
Natalia is hoping very much so that it's the second or the latter part, because that would be a nice touch.
The place does seem to kind of carry that sort of shoddy atmosphere. There's a bunch of young men and women out at the bar having a drink. Some are kind of just clad in like the sort of stereotypical black leather jackets. Others are a bit more casual. There's one guy just kind of wearing a vest and jeans.
Hmm. Yeah, at some point, Natalia's probably gonna get a drink, just to have with her. And yeah, she is at some point just gonna sit for herself and probably gonna drop the face in the crowd at some point.
You would need to if
Um,
you want to order a drink.
what? Sorry?
You would need to if you want to order a drink.
Right. Yeah, so she's gonna get up and get a drink. She'll deactivate it, and she'll just get the drink, and she will sit somewhere and, and just sit down and just sit with her drink, and she's simply just gonna sit there for a good while, just listening, just taking in all the shouts, violent outbursts, perhaps a fight, the good, comfy mood there is in a place like this. And she's just going to take it all in because, man, oh man, has she missed this place or a place like this. She's never been in this particular bar, but
Are you gonna drink?
she is going to drink and spend a blood point. I'll do the thing.
Lucky. You activate the blush of life. Color fills your skin again. You start breathing, and you can drink. About half an hour passes. Surprisingly, no one really bothers you. Again, this place is a very, just because of culture, the place is, just confrontational, but people aren't necessarily assholes. And people kind of leave you be for the most part. You do attract a lot of attention, though. At least one or two guys make passes at you.
Yeah, it's to be expected.
Very distinctive. You do catch a couple of eyes when you drop the face in the crowd. People seem to register you very keenly. In part because you're not recognized. This is sort of a local venue. And also because very appealing to look at. About like 20 to 30 minutes will pass. Just you drinking, ordering drinks. When you go up to the bar for like probably your third drink of the night, one of the ladies at the bar will just say, "So, are you waiting for someone, or are you just lost?"
No, I'm just enjoying and it's been quite a while since I've been here. I've really had time to relax in a place like this. I'm just really enjoying it.
Soaking it all in. I haven't seen you around these parts before.
No, I'm,
You new?
yeah. Well, I normally used to, yeah, I'm feeling you.
Cool. Yeah, don't get many new faces around here apart from the fucking tourists, but they stick out like a sore thumb.
Well, is it just, because of its local clientele, or is there like an unspoken rule that I maybe have broken? What? She kind of laughs or smiles.
I mean,
Is that the like the place I'm sitting? Is that like the local crime bosses sit or?
I wasn't saying that about you. I'm just saying when you've been in the gig for a while, it's easy to spot a faker when you see one.
Well, if I didn't know better, I would take offense at that. She smiles. Maybe you can help me being local and all, but I mean, is there? I don't. She looks. Is there a place for live music here?
Yeah, there's a small little small little elevation for bands.
So I mean, are there any like bands? Are there like just local bands playing here, or is it just is it like an like maybe Friday or Saturday night that there's like live music or what?
Ah, yeah, you caught us on an off night. Yeah, we have some. We have the local amateur hours. Used to be a larger venue, but then the '90s hit and rave became like a fucking thing, and apparently
Yeah,
this
I
place is
remember. It's a
downscale.
fucking travesty.
Yeah,
But
apparently the Clash played here once though. She kind of like points at at one of the pictures on the wall, and yeah, does appear to be like members of Clash playing here once. Club doesn't really look familiar as to how it was though.
hmm,
Looks like it kind of encompassed like like easily twice the space.
hmm. So do you know any of the bands who play?
Yeah, yeah. Well, funnily enough, I'm actually in one, but don't really play all that much anymore.
Why not?
Uh, a couple of us kind of broke off, so we're still looking for new people and haven't had much luck. It's kind of a fucking mess, really. That, and I'm way busier now, so
Oh, that sucks.
real life being a fucking mess.
So one of those people you're missing, would that happen to be like my vocals or what? See, I've been out of it for a bit and I'm really looking to get back into it. I enjoy getting fucking pissed off on stage and just, well, maybe not destroying things, but at least trying to.
As long as you're not breaking my shit, I don't really care.
So she looks at her.
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm just gonna hire a rando whose name I don't even know.
Well, I mean, it's got to be like, I don't know, practice night or something. Some way I can show what's,
Oh
no,
my
no.
god, lady, I'm asking you to give me a fucking name.
Going to have ask, no, no, it's fine. I'm
Yeah,
Natalia.
where the fuck do you think you're at? Come on.
She puts out a hand. Natalia, you?
Yeah, I'm Pisher, Pisher Breed. Just call me Pisher, it's cool.
Hmm. So, what do you like? Bass, guitar, what?
Nah, I do drums.
All right. Great.
Yeah. Never really understood the obsession of guitar.
It takes
Always
all
liked
kinds.
percussion more.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I mean, beating the fuck out of something will, get rid of quite a bit of your frustrations, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing of music, a bunch of ideas clashing together and making something new out of it. Pretty punk if you ask me.
She smiles. So, we're going to to have a place or time, for meeting up, so I can meet the others. I would appreciate that. Of course, if I pass the muster, and if you're not just dismissing me out of hand.
It actually makes me wonder. Hey, Jack, do we actually have any mustard? The fuck do we have mustard for? No. Well, no, I guess I can't dismiss you out of hand then. Well, I was actually,
It will just pop out of Natalia's mouth. She'll just say, God, I fucking miss places like this.
what, you don't go anymore? Like, I mean, I don't mean here,
I've
but you know what I
been
mean.
I've been busy.
Busy, huh? Yeah, I know how that feels. I haven't been here in a while myself. It's kind of me getting the band
Eh,
to get back together a fucking shit show.
yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's a shame. I was really hoping, like, for a while, it was, we were really looking to go big, and then but things were just kind of, I don't know. Life moved in different directions, I guess.
It can't be too bad. You
Yeah,
seem to be doing quite all right.
yeah, I'm doing okay, I guess. I mean, you know, as much as one can. How about yourself?
Well, I'm doing economically all right, but everything else is shit. But hey, I'm not coming here to bring it down or anything.
I mean, vent. It's fine. It's
It's
half the
just,
reason we're all
I
here,
could
right?
I could really use some venting, and found that getting up on stage and getting pissed off is a very very good way of venting.
Hmm. Well, hey, you know what? You want to try out? I mean, it's not like anyone's playing right now.
Hey, the worst thing I can do is fail miserably,
I mean, yeah,
right?
and then we all get to fucking laugh at you. You can throw bottles at us.
Yeah, huh,
Well, I
I
mean, we
like
throw
that.
bottles at you, but you know how it fucking goes, right?
Yeah, that's fine. And Natalia just seems to smile at this. This, whether it's the comedic way it was put or the situation, she just nods. So to a track or what?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, give me something you like. Like, what do you want? What do you like to play?
And
Don't want none of that breaking shit.
she will probably get up. It will be a bit more heavy metal-ish than what was been playing before, but she'll get up and um, a number of a band called Arch Enemy.
Oh shit! Yeah, I can dig it.
And she is going to roll, and I am going to. I'm guessing this is presence expression, right?
Yeah.
My question
She.
is,
Pisha just kind of like just kind of turns back towards the bar she's been talking with you. Hey Jack, you got anything from Arch Enemy? Yeah, why? Someone like new girl wants to play. It's have you told her it's not amateur hour? Yeah, no, it's a fucking thing, okay? Just put it on. Fine.
Thing is, by the way, I already love this place. This is great. This is good thing. Just would striking looks factor into this?
No. This is about your ability to express yourself, not
Fair
how
enough.
pretty you look.
I'm going to spend a willpower point to get 2 more dice.
3 more dice.
3 more dice. Fair enough. And Natalia is going to start to sing. This is screaming, growling. Yeah, it's heavy.
Okay. Well, we get an extra dice. Let's see if we can get another 10 and then an 8. Nope.
Nope. But it is
Okay.
3 successes.
You do succeed. So you start singing. And people seem to get into it. Initially, you know, it's not the fastest start you've ever had, but once you get into a few seconds of rhythm, once you get into it, it takes you about like a good 10 or so seconds. Once you got there, you're there, and you've really hit your stride. People seem to be into it. So people seem to be into you. People seem kind of curious at you at first. Now they're sort of like into the music, into what you're saying, into what you're expressing. They seem really into your performance. They seem to be enjoying themselves.
After it's done, Natalia can't simply she has a hard time hiding her smile. She comes down and she just says, "So, I didn't see any beer bottles and I didn't hear any booze, so I'm guessing we're okay."
You're not bad. You ever gone professional before? That's not professional, to be honest.
Not really. It's a really long story, but as I said, actually a bit rusty. It's been a while, but
Oh wow, you got real
thanks.
talent.
Thanks. It's no, it's mostly it's mostly the enjoyment I get. So, and the fact that I don't have to beat as many guys to death. Once I've gotten some of the frustrations out.
Just tell most of them to fuck off with the music, huh?
Hopefully. I did write a song once that was about, knees to the balls, but, that usually did the trick.
Yeah. You should tell me more about that sometime. But yeah, you sound pretty fucking good. I mean, I'd definitely be interested in trying you out some more.
That sounds real good.
Me and the crew generally do. We usually hit each other up around noonish on the weekends. We sometimes do evening practice though. It kind of depends on what happens. Sometimes real life gets in my fucking way and I have to reschedule.
Yeah, busy. This is the first time in a long time I've gotten out, so I think evenings would work best for me, but I'll see if I can make it at noon, but no promises. I'm thinking that evenings will be best, but
You want to try and convince her to reschedule practices for the evening?
sure.
Yeah, sure. Roll it. Roll me manipulation plus persuasion.
I cannot use presence.
Yeah, I'd say presence persuasion works here as well. Yeah, presence persuasion is probably better.
I have the 2, and I have the 2. I do succeed.
Yeah, sure. Okay, fine. I mean, I've been looking for for months, so I don't want to fuck it up now. Sure, fine. Yeah, I'll do evenings.
All right.
Really pissing off Chloe, but whatever. Like, she's put up with me for long enough. She can put up with this shit.
Chloe, and who's that in the
Oh,
group?
she's just base.
Oh.
Base. Yeah, right. Yeah, she's the most disposable one.
Oh, there's no need for that. I mean, I'm sure she's lovely.
I'm just poking fun. That's fine.
Yeah. And get used to it, because I'm probably going to do that to you a lot. Just warning you ahead of time.
Yeah, there's also Drake and Tom. We're kind of like we were a 6-man crew. I guess with you, I mean, I guess we'll see, right? Like, no promises yet. I mean, you got time, but we need to see how you gel with the rest of the band.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, no, I'd be yeah. Well, are you good for like? I mean, like 7, 8 this Saturday.
Yeah, it should be good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we try to schedule around each other where we can. I mean, for most people, it's fine. It's really me with Fee with the real life shit going on.
So you're just working here, or like, do you know the owner or what?
Nah, I'm just here for drinks. And the fact that I play here, I get.
Oh, okay.
Jack's a nice guy.
All right. I was just wondering, like, do you do this like full time, or do you do other things?
Nah, I was planning to go full time, but well, real life commitments. As much I'd like I'd like to see it fucking just done and over with. It doesn't, I can't really walk away from the stuff I've got going on in my life. So that, and I think when the band realized that, I think that's why the other two left, to be honest. I think they wanted to kind of aim for higher things and
Fair.
wasn't really able to help them with that. I mean, if we, it's kind of a thing. If we got like a one-hit wonder thing, then it would be fine. We'd just be able to go full time. But that's not really how life works.
Right.
You need to find a producer, sponsors, all that. Fucking.
You also have a family? Well, at least it sounds like something like that.
Yeah. Just a lot of just a lot of family troubles. She's
Is she lying?
Roll your wit sympathy -2. Oh no, wait. Actually, -3.
What sorcery is this? It's a
Yeah.
chance die. I am rolling a d0. That is not a
Well,
good thing.
that is what we call a dramatic failure.
A 5.
Oh, you hit the average. Still fail. In what is a surprise to no one, a 5 is not a success. Yeah, she's yeah, no, she seems kind of hung up about it. Something that kind of annoys her. But she just seemed pretty committed as she says. It's kind of something she's hung up on, but not something she's gonna quit on.
Fair enough. I mean, hey, I'm not going to dig or anything. We'll have shit we have to deal with.
I mean, if you did, I'd just say none of your goddamn business. But I don't mind. I don't mind giving people like premise, right? Like,
Hey,
like
you're
people
right. It
have
is none of
family
my
stuff
fucking
going on. It's
business.
fine. Yeah,
Hey,
but
I have shit too. That's fine. I understand.
you're goddamn right. It's none of my business now.
Yeah. So, I guess I'll see you Saturday.
I mean, you don't have to go anywhere.
Oh?
You could hang around for a bit.
You want me to hang around?
Sure, it'll be cool.
Okay then. She smiles. And she'll just say, why don't we, want to take a sit over here or something?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And Natalia will, they'll just take a seat. And the two of them will just small talk. But at this point, the slightly bit more paranoid side of Natalia is probably going to kick in
Okay.
somewhere around this. And she's going to just, while she's doing this, while she's talking, just have a look at she's being watched. But she's probably not. But yeah, she's gonna small talk Pesha and just, you know, it's not gonna be heavy conversation, but just get a better feel for her. Where she's from, how long she's lived here. She's lived here all her life. Shit like that. Um, and she also at some point the conversation is just going to go to. So what do like when you're not around here and looking good? What do you do? Like what's a day job if you have one?
Oh, I just do a lot of odd jobs, really. It's kind of been hard holding any one thing down.
Hmm. Well, like, do you have any training in any things?
I mean, that depends. I mean, I know I know a little bit about everything. I mean, I went to school and stuff, but
Right, right.
I'm not like I don't have like a degree or anything.
No, that's not really what it. Well, I'm having kind of a startup business myself.
Oh, cool. What is it?
It's like a spa. You
A
know,
spa?
I know it's weird, but I know it's not what you think. But it's
Wait, I mean, I wasn't thinking anything. Now I do suspect something. Why would you say that? Why would you? Why would you do that to yourself?
Well, the money is pretty good, and I know a couple of girls who are really good, you know, sports therapists, massage therapists.
Okay,
It
that's
makes
not
it
in air
easier.
quotes, right? That's wait, that's so like sports therapists in air quotes or sports therapists in not air quotes.
What? No, 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 no. Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
legitimately.
I was getting real confused because you said it's not what you think, and that made me think it was something different. You really
No,
did.
it's not. No,
I
no.
didn't actually suspect. Well,
Hey,
yeah.
no, I don't do that sort of thing, and I've been fairly explicit in telling my employees that none of that shit goes on in my establishment whatsoever. I've actually been very, very, very clear on that one thing.
Yeah, that's fair. Give a guy and a girl some lotion, or a guy and a guy some lotion, or a girl and a girl some lotion.
I
I'll
mean,
be
you can
lotion
do that on
everywhere.
your own time. It's just not. I mean, I don't really give a fuck what people do. I mean, hey,
I mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, they're doing a fucking job. They should do the job and not fuck around.
literally, no.
Yeah.
I know it's odd, but I have to make I have to make money. I have to, and that is a lie. So, because there is a very, very specific reason she has this set up, it's because it is a lot easier to feed.
Okay.
So she is lying. So that is composure. And what is it?
That's
Subterfuge?
manipulation subterfuge to lie, composure plus subterfuge to sort of maintain a poker face.
Ah, okay.
Because composure is basically how you maintain your cool all
And
the
she
time.
fails.
Oh shit. So what was she lying about again?
She's lying about that it's due to her like getting her own business, getting like financially secure. That's the reasons why she's doing it.
Yeah, right. Someone as good looking as you wouldn't have any trouble finding money, let's be honest.
Thanks. And she's just gonna look at her and just um. Are you making a pass at me, or is it just brutal facts?
She kind of considers this. I mean, I guess the fact that I'm thinking about it means probably just facts, but do you want it to be a pass?
Okay. Natalia just nods, smiles, and she just says, "I can live with it." And she gets up and holds out a hand.
Oh damn, you're even more forward than me.
Yeah, yeah, you know, I mean, I don't really see the reason to hold back on certain things, other things. But I don't know. Do you have a right?
Yeah, sure. Want to go back to my place?
All right. And the two of them will leave.
It was probably in what is probably the most business as usual flirting that has taken place in this bar in several years.
Very much. Probably, yeah. Very much.
And yeah, I think we can end the scene there. Thank you, player, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.